Good morning once again, and then welcome back to my channel. And this is Miss Jovi, and I'm glad that we can study today about singular and plural nouns. Welcome back to my channel. So today po, pag-aaralan po natin how to make singular nouns into plural nouns. So there are so many rules that we can follow to be able to i-change natin yung singular noun para magiging plural. So ano nga ba yung mga rules na dapat nating pag-aralan para we will be able to answer those questions regarding nouns, singular and plural nouns. The first rule that we're going to learn today is paano gagawin yung singular noun into a plural noun. So pag isa lang, tinatawag yung singular. Pero pag lagpas na ng isa, like for example, 2, 3, 4, and many more objects or things, hindi na yun singular. So we can call it plural. Okay, it's 1 or 2 or more. Okay, so by the way, ano nga ba ang nouns? We have learned in the past that nouns are name of things, objects, or name of person, and places. So those are nouns. The first rule that we are going to consider today is putting an S at the end of a singular noun. So kung isa lang, wala siyang S. For if you want to make it plural, so we will just add S. For example, cat. So ang cat, pag isa lang, we are going to call it cat. Pero pag dalawa ng cat, we can say cats. So we will just add the S at the end. Next, a house. So kung isang house lang, we call it a house. Pero pag dalawang house na or tatlong house na, we will not call it house anymore. But instead, we are going to call it houses. So dinagdagan lang natin ng S at the end para yung house, dagdagan natin ng S so magiging houses. Okay, next word. Paano naman pag ang word or ang salita ay nagtatapos ng S, X, double S, at saka CH, or ano yung gagawin pag ganito yung ending ng salitang gagawin natin plural. So for example, bus. Ang bus na word, it ends with the letter S. So hindi naman natin pwedeng dagdagan ng isa pang S to make it bus. So it doesn't really work that way. So ang gagawin natin, pag nagtatapos naman siya sa ganitong mga letra, we are going to add ES. So halimbawa, ang lunch. Ang salitang lunch ay nagtatapos ng CH. So to make the word lunch plural, we are going to add ES. So it becomes lunches. Next is the word tax. So ang word na tax ay nagtatapos ng letter X. So pag nagtatapos ng letter X ang isang salita, we can change it into a plural form by adding ES. So yung tax, nagiging taxes. Good job. The next example is a word box. So ano ang last letter ng word na box? Yes, X. So yung rule nagsasabi na pag nagtatapos ng X ang isang salita, we are going to change it into plural form by adding ES. So laging tatandaan ES pag nagtatapos ng X, hindi S. Kasi pag lalagyan mo ng S, ang X na letter magiging box. We cannot read it properly. So instead of putting S, gagawin natin siyang ES. Kasi nga yung rule nagsasabi na pag nagtatapos ng X, dapat ES yung idadagdag. So box, boxes. Katulad ng fox, nagiging foxes. Okay, let's go to the third rule, how to make singular noun into a plural noun. So pag nagtatapos ng S or Z yung salita or yung word, we cannot add ES right away. So hindi natin dadagdagan ng ES. So ang rule ay nagsasabi pag nagtatapos ng S at saka Z yung salita, we have to double the S. Susulat natin dalawang beses yung S or dadagdagan natin ng isang S at saka isang Z at saka dadagdag tayo ng ES. So halimbawa, Kung ang word is gas, so dadagdagan natin ng isa pang S, so magiging gas, at saka idagdagdag natin yung ES. So magiging gases. So ang plural form ng salitang gas is gases. What about buzz? Ang buzz na salita ay nagtatapos ng Z. Nagtatapos ng Z. But this point, at this time, there is already double Z. So ang gagawin natin, we will just add ES. Okay? Okay, the next rule is when a word ends with F or FE, may gagawin tayo before we can make it into a plural form. For example, wife. So ang wife na word ay nagtatapos ng FE. So to make wife into a plural form, we have to change FE into VE first. So wife, it becomes wife, and then dadagdag natin yung S. Okay, so yung wife, it becomes wives. Okay, what about wolf? So ang wolf ay nagtatapos sa letrang F. So the rule says that if the word ends with F, we are going to change the F into VE, and then we can add the S. So ang wolf, it will become wolves. Okay? So wolf, wolves. Wife, wives. Pero may exemption po ito. It's not all word that ends with F, you are going to change it to VE. Hindi po lahat, may exemption siya. For example, the word is roof. O yung bubong ng bahay. We can't say roofs to make it plural. So yung roof, it's an exempted of the rule. So roof, kung gusto natin maging plural ang word na roof, we'll just copy the word roof and then add S. So magiging roofs. So roof, roofs. We are going to be mindful of that word dahil hindi naman pala lahat. So kailangan we are also very mindful of those words para hindi din tayo nagkakamali. Another example for a word that ends with F that we don't need to change is belief. So yung belief na sinasabi natin or yung faith natin, yung belief, yung paniniwala, hindi mo kailangang i-change ng VE at saka lalagyan ng S. You can also say beliefs. Okay? Pero, on the other hand, mayroon ding salitang believe. Pero that believe is another thing. Believe is a verb. This time, we're talking a noun. So, noun na believe, yung paniniwala mo. To make believe into a plural form, we will just make it beliefs. Okay, so exempted siya sa rule. Okay, the next rule is if the word ends with Y, letter before ng Y is a consonant, that means i-change mo yung Y into I and then add ES. For example, city. So yung salitang city, letter before the Y at the end is T. And T is a consonant. So pag ganiyang salita like city, we'll just change Y to I and then we will automatically add the ES at the end. So magiging city, cities. And then another word is puppy. So puppy, ang letter before the Y is a P. And of course, a P is a consonant. So because it's a consonant, so we'll just change the Y into I and then add ES. So yung puppy, it becomes puppies. If the word ends with Y, but then the letter before Y is a vowel. So what are vowels? Yung A, E, I, O, U. We just add S. Don't need to change Y into I and then add ES. That's different because this time we'll just add S to make it plural. For example, ray. So the word ray, R-A-Y. So yung letter before Y is A. And we know that A is a vowel. So ray, we'll just add S to make it plural. So ray, rays. Next is boy. Ano yung plural form ng boy? we can see that the letter O is the letter before the letter Y. And the rule says that if the letter before Y is a vowel, so we don't need to change anything. Dadagdagan na lang natin ng S. So boy, boys. Good job. The next rule is if the singular noun ends with O, okay, we will just add ES to make it plural. For example, potato. To make it plural, we are going to add ES at the end kasi nagtatapos siya ng O. So lalagyan natin ng ES at the end. So potato, potatoes. Next is tomato. So nagtatapos naman siya ng O. So we will make it tomatoes. But there's always an exemption to this rule. Tatandaan natin, hindi lahat ng mga salita nagtatapos ng O, lalagyan natin ng ES at the end. Kasi maging mali na naman yun. So we have to be mindful also of this rule. Okay, for example, yung word na hindi natin kailangang dadagdagan ng ES to make it plural, pag nagtatapos siya ng O, example is photo. So, hindi mo siya dadagdagan ng ES to make it plural. Instead, you are just going to add S. So, photo, magiging photos. At saka piano, magiging piano. So, photo, photos, and piano, pianos. It's exempted to the rule. Now, let's go to irregular nouns. So, pag sinasabing irregular nouns, that means ang singular form niya, magiging different spelling na siya pag gagawin nating plural. So, magkaiba na yung pagkakasulat. So, halimbawa, ang child, kung isang child lang, we can say child. Pero pag nagiging marami ng child, we will not say childs. Instead, we would say children. So, nagbabago yung spelling. So, yun ang sinatawag na irregular nouns. So, now let's look at some examples of irregular nouns, singular noun to make it plural nouns. Okay, the first example is yun nga yung sabi ko sa yung child. The plural form of the word child is children. Okay, children. Next is the word goose, magiging geese. Okay, hindi po magagiging gooses. So, it becomes geese. So, goose, geese. Next is man or yung isang tao. Pag marami ng tao, we will not say mans or adding an S at the end. Hindi natin gagawin yun because that's absolutely wrong. Instead, man magiging men. So, yung A sa gitna, papalitan lang natin ng E to make it men. So, man, men. The same then sa woman. So pag isang babae lang, we call it a woman. Pero pag marami ng mga babae, it becomes women. And it's funny kasi yung pagkakasulat is W-O-M-E-N. But don't you know that we are going to read that as women? So it sounds like W-E, but it's women. So woman and then women. Okay, next example is a word tooth. Pag isa lang yung ngipin mo, tatawagin natin tooth. Pero pag marami ng ngipin, it becomes teeth. So we will not use tooth or adding S, hindi po. So, pag marami ng tooth, marami ng ngipin, magiging teeth. Very good. What about our foot? So pag isang foot lang, we say it foot. Pero pag marami ng paa, we can say feet. Next word is a mouse. Pag isang daga lang, we call it a mouse. Pero pag marami na, we call it mice. So mouse, mice. Okay, so sana you have learned something today about singular noun, kung paano natin siya gagawing plural noun. So sana may natutunan kayo, but you have to be careful. You will always find time to read. Talagang magbabasa tayo para it will enhance our thinking. At pag na-enhance na yung pag-iisip natin, minsan pag nakikita natin yung word, we can just automatically say that the plural form of that word is like that. We don't need to learn everything because andyan na yan sa isip natin. So automatic na lang yan. So that's the power of reading. So I encourage everybody to just keep on reading, especially if you're a kid. Ang dami-dami nating time ngayon para magbasa. So you have to keep reading. Okay, that's the best habit that we can to improve our skills. So magpapaalam muna si Miss Jovi, and I want you to subscribe in my channel to have more lessons coming up so that you will know that I am uploading another video. So please subscribe to my channel and see you again next time. Bye!